So please introduce yourself to the DMV.
All right, that's what's up. What up, y'all? My name is Reesa Renee. I grew up in Largo, Maryland. I represent for DC, Maryland, and Virginia, though. You know, we just this little dot in a big world, you know what I'm saying? And I think it's well and way past due for the spotlight to come here. And I'm grateful not only for you shining it on myself, but giving a platform for all DMV arts and music as well. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know, I feel like my job is to make good music, to make good art, but, you know, kind of carry the baton for the area to, you know what I'm saying, just, again, bring some more light and positivity to what it is we doing it, or even express and bring beauty to the art and culture of the area, baby.
I love it.
Yeah.
Your style.
Yes.
Where did it come from? Because I today, for like a couple of weeks, I just been listening to Reesa Renee. I feel like I connected with you.
Yeah, yeah.
Because I hear a little go-go, I hear a little this and that.
Yeah.
So talk to me. Your style is different, and you know that,
Yeah,
and I know that, and everybody that's been in contact with you know that you're different. Where did it come from?
I'd have to say the creator, first of all. You know, God made me who I am, and
That's right.
I grew up, my parents definitely, instead of trying to break me, you know, at a young age, you know, sometimes when you're, I don't want to call it rebellious, but you're kind of stuck in who you are, if you will.
Yeah.
They didn't try to break that, you know, they tried to just kind of help mold it or whatever, which has helped me to be confident in exactly who that is and not hide as much as I could behind comfort. And I don't know. But in terms of my music, my brother is a big inspiration for me. But I would say if Pharrell and Jill Scott had a baby and Chuck Brown was the godfather, that would be me.
Salute.
Yeah.
Salute.
So a little bit of funky, you know what I'm saying? Whole lot of color. And I've always just done what felt right. And yeah, I'm so glad that it's appreciated.
I mean, it's wild because I'm a go-go baby, you know, way back before your time.
Yeah.
And you're right, Chuck got a lot to do with everything a lot of people doing here in this city. But what was it about Chuck that you felt that got to you, whereas though you knew you was gonna come out there?
Chuck, God, y'all, like anybody knows me, I know I love Chuck Brown. I'm an old soul. Again, I always have been. I like to study, you know, so, you know, when I was coming up, see, I'm about to tell a little bit, TCB was like it. That was the bounce beat had just kind of dropped out. We was, you know, listening to, that was the move right there, you know. And then being enveloped in TCB, you know, the UCB was big in the area. Backyard, because I did used to live in North Carolina for a little bit, and they used to always come down to A&T's homecomings all the time too. So I really enjoyed all of that. Always liked Chuck as well. But again, it was just a matter of respecting the culture. Where did it come from? What is the grassroots of what it is? And you know, Chuck Brown, he's a godfather.
That's right.
So you know, my family definitely, they pride themselves off music history. We've done, you know, the soul lane, jazz, you know, and go-go. Once again, like, okay, you listening to this all this younger, what is this new sound? You need to check out Chuck Brown, you know what I'm saying? So at a very young age, Live at the 930 Club, that was my jump.
Okay, we
you
getting
know,
there.
yeah, exactly. That was one of my first put on the Chuck things, and his vibe is just so, I don't know, man. Like, you already know that. You gotta get it. You gotta get into that thing. You know, exactly. You feeling it,
Oh yeah, all day. What's your favorite Chuck song then?
One on one.
One on one.
Donna, go ahead, go ahead, go ahead. That's my favorite part right there. And we used to do it in the car with me and my brother when we used to listen to it. But again, I've had the opportunity to see him perform it live, and then I had the opportunity to actually open up for him for New Year's. For the year right before he passed away, actually. So, like, oh my God, just like, I already be a super fan. I know you can feel it, like, you know, coming out, oozing out of me. But to see him live, man, you know, it just is, he really brought music to life. And go-go in general is like so musical. I know a lot of people from here don't appreciate it, and they're like, they're just singing covers. Why do you like this? Da-da-da-da, it sounds like noise, da-da-da-da. But I'm like, look, for me, there's a lot of different, everybody has their own viewpoints, but for me, the art in go-go is the music, the transitions, the drops, when they put it on the one for, you know, the Congo and the drummer to work out, and then the bass line, the vroom vroom, you know, like that's where it all comes in line, and that's why a lot of these mainstream artists are coming up here getting a lot of the MDs from this area, because musically DC is just like insane, you know what I'm saying? Right. I blame Go-Go for that. I'm gonna just say
you had no choice, you know. Reesa, you did, to me, this is where I'm coming from with it. When I listen to your music, you did what I've been looking for in music.
Wow.
Not knocking nothing else anyone else do, but Respect. I feel like you did it because you talking to the youth and the older generation at the same time.
Respect,
You doing that, and that's something that Chuck knew how to do.
Yeah. Chuck,
so it rubbed off. Believe me.
That's the man.
If they listen to your CD, your music, they're gonna see the youth gonna say, "Oh, okay, I get it," and the old people gonna be like, "Oh yeah, I get it. It's jazz, it's go-go, it's R&B, it's hip hop. You mixed it all together, man."